there's something that seems to be routinely hated on inside of Dandy's world. And surprisingly enough, I'm not talking about Dandy. There's some certain items in the game that you have to work really hard to unlock. And when you do, well, some of them just kind of suck. And so I thought, what if I just made all of them better? But no, por favor. That would be too easy. For these trinkets, you're gonna have to work harder to get them. You're gonna have to do something to really prove how much you love this tune. Because already you currently unlock trinkets by getting 100% research on Twisted. But we're gonna have a next step of the way. There's a phenomenal post made by Acrylica on Reddit talking about evolved trinkets. We got Junior Detective on the case, ready to sniff out these trinkets. So my objective throughout this video, which you're gonna help me with, is to find what the best evolved trinket is. So currently, Blue Bandana increases your extraction speed by 7.5%, but decreases skill check chance 5%. Overall, not really a super used trinket, but its awesome looking evolved version, as you can see right here, is a striped bandana, which you get after finishing 100 machines using the Blue Bandana. This theoretical striped bandana is going to increase your extraction speed by 12 and reduce your skill check chance by 3. Whoa, wait, so you're telling me if I complete 100 machines, my extraction speed would increase by 5% and my decrease would go down by 2? I love this already. Our next trinket in question is the pink bow, which increases your run speed by 7.5%. Which frankly is already really good. So what could you possibly do to evolve this trinket? So we now have the dotted bow, which is going to increase your speed by 13%? That's insane. But you get the dotted bow by traveling 500,000 meters wearing pink bow. Which, considering how tunes like boxing, you need to travel 50,000 meters in order to complete mastery on the tune, all of a sudden 500,000 meters seems extremely reasonable, especially if you're distracting. You're probably using the pink bow anyways. I genuinely don't think anyone's surprised that Brick's up next. What could you possibly do to Brick? What's next? Cinder blocks? I didn't know that it was, that's insane. It's literally cinder block. So you have to survive 20 floors with Brick. Wait. Is that one run, or is that over the course of all floors? I'm assuming all floors, but this is gonna reduce your run and walk speed by 12.5%, but also reduce twisted attention span by 33%. Wait, all of them? Or is it just when you're running Brick on you? Interesting. Feather Duster is next. And right now, Feather Duster restores 20 stamina when picking up an item. However, I would say the biggest flaw is that it's rather extremely situational. And the hand vacuum simply restores 35 stamina when picking up an item, but its evolved version is sick. It's a freaking hand vacuum, dog. All right, imagine Maid Tisha walking around with a hand vacuum instead of cleaning the floor. Ooh, we gotta clean up on aisle 5. Someone spilled orange juice. Our next victim, item, the revolving is gonna be Sweet Charm, which decreases active ability cooldown by 8%, but has no effect on tunes without an active ability. So yeah, it's good on Flutter and Rudy, but what would make it possibly better? That would be a sweet necklace, which uses ability 80 times with Sweet Charm, which honestly, that's kind of a lot. Running around and healing as Cosmo 80 times would take you quite a few games. It now decreases your ability by 4.5 more %, and anyone with the Savory Charm / necklace has their cooldown reduced by 3. Okay, so it would be like a combined effort. This is really good. But I know what you're thinking right now. Hopeless, so far all you've done is look at like starter tunes trinkets and involve them. Well, first of all, I didn't involve them. Krilka did. But there's specific trinkets you could also buy from Dandy that might help you out a little bit. So let's go ahead and investigate that. Coin purse. Right now you start with 30 extra tapes. You're gonna start with 20 more tapes, but also gain 7% interest on each floor. Whoa, wait, that's actually really cool. But in order to do this, you need to reach 1,000 tapes holding coin purse, which is honestly, that's so easy. That's so easy. Currently, Blushy Bat increases the attack cooldown of any twisted that attacks the user by 3 seconds. Evolving it would then increase the attack cooldown of any twisted that attacks the user by 7 seconds. And yes, they turned Blushy Bat into Crushy Bat, simply just flipping it. Blushy Bat just isn't good in the first place. Speedy Shoes, one of the easiest to obtain and one of the best items in the game, increases both walk and run speed by 5%. But if you were to evolve it, Flaming Kicks, it would increase your run and walk speed by 11%. And you would only need to walk 2.5 million meters. But hey, you'll get some flaming kicks. Wrench instantly adds a large amount of completion to the first machine you extract on any floor. Bing, bing, bing! Evolving, it turns it into the Pipe Wrench, which you would need to activate Wrench 250 times. Okay, that's a lot. That is a lot. This item better be good. pipe wrench instantly adds a large amount of completion to the first 3 machines you extract. Okay, that is a massive upgrade alert. Pull toy. Increase both walk and run speed by 25%. Oh, wow, that's amazing. But it's only when you arrive on a new floor for 10 seconds. So, that kind of sucks. But kite doesn't. If you survive 50 floors with pull toy, you're going to increase your run and walk speed by 35% when entering a new floor for 10 seconds. But you increase your run and walk speed by 25% until half the machines have been completed. The item that I've neglected to unlock for no particular reason grants air horn item every floor. However, the evolved trinket, the boom box, is going to give the air horn item every floor. And it also increases the radius of horn. And in order to evolve this trinket, you're going to have to use 50 air horns with megaphone. That's quite a lot, but you could easily do that. Speedometer grants the user 15% more stamina. 15, not percent. Which if you increase your stamina 50 times with the speedometer on, you get 40 more stamina. The thinking cap will increase your skill check window size by 40 units, which is massive, by the way, but it's not that useful. So, if you do 30 skill checks with thinking cap, which is less than you think, you will get a graduation cap. Congratulations! Everyone's so proud of you. Your window has been increased by 120 units. Auga! Thermos increases your stamina regeneration by 15%. But if you regenerate 1,000,000 stamina with Thermos, you get 40% stamina regeneration? That shouldn't be a thing! Water cooler grants 50 more stamina, but lowers movement speed by 5%. But if you just run 150,000 meters with water cooler, you get a mini fridge. Imagine bringing that around. It grants 120 more stamina, which is a lot, but reduces your run and walk speed by 5%. So I feel like this is good for slower extractors. It's a really good overall extractor trinket, which increases your extraction speed by 5%. Which if you complete 150 machines with machine manual, your extraction speed is going to go up to 9%, and buffs the extraction speed are 25% more effective for you. So like when Shelly tells you you can do it, you're going to get a bigger buff from her. Very cool. The alarm will increase both walk and run speed by 25% when panic mode activates for 10 seconds, which is extremely situational. So if you survive 50 floors with this alarm, you're going to get a siren, which increases your run and walk speed by 35% when panic mode is activated, but also increases your run and walk speed by 25% when half the machines have been completed. Which a permanent walk and speed boost halfway through the floor, yeah, sounds good, especially if you're an extractor. 25%? That's so much. Dog plush increases your walk speed by 10%, which is the topic of a lot of controversy. So if you're to take a step back and walk 1,000,000 meters with dog plush, it'll increase your walk speed by 18%, but also increases 1% for every uncommon, common, 2% for every rare, and you get more if there's more rare twisted on the floor. Got it. Ribbon spool, one of my favorite items in the game, increases walk and run speed by 10% on even number floors. So it only makes sense if you survive 200 floors. Okay, this better be good. Increases walk and run speed by 15% on even number floors, and increases, extraction speed by 20% on odd number floors. This is perfect. This is perfect. That's really good. A lot of people say Razzle and Dazzle has the worst ability in the game, switching between Razzle and Dazzle depending on what floor you're on. His biggest problem being how slow he is on the even numbered floors. But with this ability, or rather evolved trinket, he becomes, well, decent. Magnifying glass decreases your skill check size by 33%, but adds slightly more completion, performing a successful skill check. But if you evolve it after hitting 3,000 golden, holy smokes! If you hit 3,000 golden skill checks with magnifying glass, it increases the value of all skill checks by 1.55. That is a lot. That is so much. This also decreases the skill check size by 33%, so that stays the same, but it creates a third skill check window size of 11.1. in a random spot? What? So wait, like on a machine, on the extractor machine, you'll see a different skill check bar? Awesome. Fancy purse, start with 100 tapes. But if you evolve it to the elegant suitcase, after picking up 300 tapes with fancy purse, you start with 150 tapes and earn 65% more tapes from all sorts. Oh my gosh. That is so easy to upgrade, and that's so good. Or having a trinket that grants more tapes is kind of something that should be in the game anyways. Spare bulb increases blackout light radius by 25%, also increases light radius for light producing tunes, so it sucks. But the lantern, on the other hand, is going to increase the blackout radius by 33%, and twisted in your light, even through walls, will be highlighted for others to see. Not bad. Single-handedly one of the least used items in the game. Fishing rod, where you start with 3 random items from common to rare tiers. But if you fish a little bit and use common items with fishing rod, you start with 3 random items of an uncommon uncommon tier. Okay. And at the start of every floor, upgrade your lowest rarity item. Oh, yeah. That's good. Look at this. That's awesome. That's so good. God, you killed this. Friendship bracelet. Gain 5 more stamina for every alive toon in the round. So if you run 150,000 meters with it, go ahead and gain 7 stamina for every common/uncommon twisted in the floor. 14 for... Okay, that's a really cool quirky ability. Twisted scraps and goobs take longer to reach you. Ooh. So if you're like trying to hard counter range, this with cardboard armor, sick. Crayon set. Get an item from the uncommon tier at the start of every floor. So if you use 100 rare items, art set will get a single item in the order of rare, super rare, ultra rare per floor at the start of every floor. Oh my gosh. These evolved trinkets are so good, and they're so easy to get. All right, trinket sets are added. Winter evolved trinkets coming next, Quell. Diary. Increase stealth by 25%. If you encounter Gigi 5 times, that is very particular for some reason. Ooh, who did that? Increase the stealth by 10, 2 stars. Increase your stealth by 5%. Interesting. And Twisted Gigi won't try to steal items. That is huge. That is huge. You win. You win. You win. You won. Blah, blah, blah. Vanity Mirror increases run speed by 30% during panic mode. But if you run 15,000 meters in panic mode with Vanity Mirror, interesting. Kind of fun, though. Increases your run speed by 40% during panic mode. But this is what really matters. Is this good? You get 50% run speed when you lose a heart. Run speed is reduced back when healing, or when healed. So wait, it's like Louis' ability, essentially. Okay. Lucky coin. Boost the random stat by 12% every floor. Effect wears off at the start of each floor. So if you use Lost and Found or blind grab cards 30 times with Lucky Coin, you're going to increase a random stat by 10%, then 2 stats by 5%. So 3 stats are getting a buff. And this also increases the chance of getting a good item from the Lost and Found / blind grab cards. So it's like Aversius, but with cards? What you've all been waiting for. How are we possibly going to make main trinkets better? Such as increasing stamina regeneration by 40% while extracting from a machine. Well, if you recover 15,000 stamina with night that's a lot. That's a lot. And increase your stamina regeneration by 85% while extracting machine. Your stamina's gonna fill up so fast. Toons nearby while extracting will recover stamina 20% faster. So this is a really good supporter trinket. Shelly would cook with this. Bone. Increase movement speed by 25% for 4 seconds upon collecting or receiving an item. But if you travel 85,000 meters with the bone on, you're gonna get a little chewy toy, which increases movement speed by 40% for 7 seconds upon collecting, receiving, or using an item. Participation reward increases skill check chance by 25%, but decreases skill check chance by 10%. However, after you do 6,000 skill checks with that's so many, it increases your skill check chance by 35%. Wait, I just realized it's called the 4th place ribbon. It's called the... When completing a machine, get 5% times the completed machines to movement speed for 10 seconds, huh? I actually don't understand that. The creator said it only gets funnier the more machines there are. So... Oh, so like there's 8 machines completed, you get a 40% movement speed boost for 10 seconds. Oh, so it's like Fen. It's Fen's ability, but like just way better. You knew it was coming. Savory Charm. Saves a user from a fatal attack, granting them invincibility for 10 seconds. Can only activate once. Does not save the user from lethal attacks, because of course it wouldn't. So, you can avoid fatal damage with another toon wearing Sweet Charm 3 times with Savory Charm. And if you do that, it saves the user from a fatal attack, granting them invincibility for 10 seconds, once every 15... Oh, so it comes back. That's so good. When activated, anyone with the Sweet Charm / necklace will have their ability instantly charged. So, go figure, it pairs perfect with Cosmo. Probably the most used trinket in the game. It automatically completes a machine, only if the percent of machines completed is below 50%. So, if you evolve it, it instantly completes the first machine you extract from any floor, but only if it's the same. However, all other machines are filled by 5%. If a toon is extracting it, it's filled by 10% instead. And that's if you finish 75 machines with V's remote. The trinkets, like the way they look, you killed, like it's so good. I'm sorry, I'm not paying enough attention. And the trinket you love to hate, Dandy Plush, grants a 50% discount on all Dandy Shop items. If you buy 100 items from Dandy, which I will never do, grants a user 60% discount. Who cares? Every 4th purchase is free. That could be cool. That could be cool, but really, who cares? And there is another post with all the other trinkets that are evolved if you want to see it, but I'm not going to talk about it here, so you go check out the amazing posts from Krilka. With that being said, I set on a goal this video to find out what the best evolved trinket is. And after seeing every trinket get evolved, I'm a man of honor in class and razzles and dazzles. I really like Robe and Spool's evolved form. But comment down below what your favorite one was.